Hello everyone, this is Maria from MLB Reborns. This morning I am making a video to go over step number 2 of my 12-step plan to creating a reborn doll. And so today we're going to be discussing where to reborn. But before we do that, I wanted to introduce you to some of the painted kits I'm working on right now. I know that you guys have met Ember, and he was going to be either the giveaway baby, or it was between him and Kate, and Kate ended up being the one picked to be the giveaway baby. So I am going to be painting Ember and then selling him as a painted kit on eBay. And the same goes for Gina. This is Gina, and this is Cozy. And as you can tell, I am trying to make their skin color a little bit different on each one. And I don't know why my camera is doing that. I hope that's not coming through. I better keep my hand off of that. But anyway, the middle baby, her name is Gina, and she was one of the first reborns I purchased 4 years ago when my daughters wanted a reborn. I purchased an Ember and a Gina. And Gina, as I was painting her yesterday, I started looking at her, and I'm going to give a big shout out to somebody right now, because this baby totally reminds me of Stephanie over from her channel name is Pixie5756. So a big shout out to Stephanie, and I think Gina looks so much like you. And if you have not checked out Stephanie's channel at Pixie5756, go do that. She is a really sweet young lady, and I just want to let her know that when I'm painting Gina, I'm thinking of her, because she just reminds me so much of her. So anyway, let's move on to step number 2, where to reborn. Okay, so if you went over step number 1, you have made a list of all the supplies that you need to purchase, and once you do that, then what? I have a very small 3-bedroom house. My daughters share the master bedroom, which has a bathroom, and my husband and I share another bedroom, and the 3rd bedroom, believe it or not, is my husband's man cave. And I decided to let him have that room as his man cave because he's outnumbered by women, and I really think he needs his own space just to get away and watch football games. He has a guitar collection, so he got that 3rd bedroom, and I do not begrudge him one bit for it. But at the same time, I had to find a place to reborn. I don't have a studio, I don't have a nursery, I don't have a corner per se in the den. I basically have a kitchen. I chose the kitchen table as my reborning space. When I first embarked on this venture, I had all my supplies in the box that they came in. If you remember, I did let everyone know that I had gotten all my supplies from Bountiful Baby. So I would take out the box from a closet that I stored it in, and take out all my supplies and work on a reborn for a couple hours. And once I was done with my reborning session, I would just put it back in the closet. And the same applies to the oven that I purchased to do my baking. So on a daily basis or weekly basis, whenever I found the time to reborn, it was like an in and out, day after day after day. So that's not very practical, but you do what you have to do. When you love to reborn, you just find a way, basically. So 4 years later, the box, which I still think is exactly the same box, I don't think I have moved those supplies from that space. It sits on top of a chair in my kitchen. I don't put it away in a closet anymore. If people come over for whatever reason, I take the box and I put it in a closet. But otherwise, it sits on that chair day in and day out. And the oven itself sits between my computer desk and my dining room area. And it's just a small wall space. I put it on the floor and it sits there. Whenever I have to bake something, I just pick it up, take it into the kitchen and put it on top of my counter. So I don't put them away anymore because it was just not practical to be taking things from one room to another and going through the trouble of taking especially the oven, because the oven came with packing stuff, so you had to unpack it basically every time you put it in and out of the box. So it wasn't practical at all. So I just stopped doing it, and my life has gotten a lot easier since then because now they're more handy. So find a space you can call your reborning area. If you have a designated area that can be used for that purpose only, even better. And I have seen videos where people just pick a corner space of their house and that is their reborning area. But unfortunately for me, there's just not any wall space that is free for that purpose. So it doesn't work for me, but if you can find a space that you can call your own and that can be your little studio space, then that would be awesome because you can leave your oven, your paints, your brushes, your kits, your drying rack, everything spread out and ready for the next time you want to paint. You don't have to worry about taking anything out of a box. I don't have that luxury. My kitchen table serves as my workspace in the evening and on weekends. I have to put everything away when the table is being used as a table. So like right now I have stuff spread out and it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. So my husband will be getting home pretty soon from having gone to our church to set it up for today's service. And so before he gets back, I have to finish this video, go back into the kitchen. I've been up since like 6 o'clock this morning working on these babies, and I have to put all my paints away and back into the box. This afternoon when we come back from church, if I want to sit down and paint for a couple hours, I will have to take everything out of the box. So it's not practical, but it works for me. And I'm just asking you to find what works for you and don't let a lack of space deter you from doing what you love. You have to just find a space. And do not hesitate, do not procrastinate, do not feel guilty about using a space that will serve double duty. If you want to make your reborn dreams come true, you'll have to sacrifice practicality so that you can have a designated work area whenever you need it. So that is my step number 2. I will talk to you guys later, and I am going to go get ready to go to church. So talk to you soon. Bye.